All right, time to talk about branding. This is something I didn't put in the short-term profit course because branding matters less if you're only going to be there for a few weeks. It just doesn't matter as much. But if you're trying to build a long-term brand, it really matters. It matters so much, okay? Some of the things that I want to talk to you about. If I was getting into business today, especially service-based, the three first items I would think about for branding is Google My Business, A-frame, and t-shirts/hats, okay? Google My Business. This is incredibly important, okay? I underestimated, even though I had heard from other people that Google My Business mattered, I underestimated how much it mattered. If you can get good reviews, good photos, and good explanation of your business on a Google My Business post, especially if you're in things like landscaping, pool, detailing, stuff like that where you're doing like manual labor, my goodness, you will have people reaching out to you. It's just how it works. It works so well. You don't realize how many people in your area genuinely need your services and are searching for it all the time. I could not believe it. People need you. They're searching for you. You just have to actually show up, okay? Number 2, A-frame. This is something I actually never did, to my great detriment. I never got an A-frame. I wish I got an A-frame. If I were to do it again, I would get an A-frame, and here's why. One, I have good credible sources who have told me to my face, I need to get an A-frame. They have an A-frame. They're making money off of it. I've watched videos online of people saying that, and I understand because I had a lot of situations where an A-frame would have made me money, okay? Every time you're working, if you have an A-frame you can set out that has your business, whether that be logo, name, something like that, brief description of what you do, and a QR code, a phone number, a way to contact you, that's all you need. Who you are, what you do, call to action, CTA, okay? As long as you have those 3 things on there, you're good to go. 3 reasons why this matters. Number 1, I didn't realize how many people watched me doing what I was doing and thought that I wasn't a business. They thought I was just a person cleaning my own car. Duh. I guess it makes sense in retrospect. I just didn't think about it. I had plain clothes on. I had no sign. My car wasn't wrapped. I was just some guy. How are they going to approach you while you're on the job and be like, hey, would you clean my car or my boat? It's like, sir, I own this. I'm not for hire, right? And then the people who did approach me were timid about it. Even if you're like a photographer or a videographer, I've worked in that industry, people might assume you're just taking photos for your family, right? They might not come up to you and ask. So maybe if you're moving a bunch, let's say you're a photographer on the beach, you're moving around all the time, A-frame maybe doesn't make sense. That's where number 3 is going to come in handy for you. But if you're someone who's setting up shop, doing stuff, get the frickin' A-frame. If I would have had an A-frame out while I was detailing, I would have gotten so many more quality jobs because you could see it in their eyes as they walked by that they were looking over like, is he a detailer? I really need a car detailed. Is he? Nah. And then they walk off. I'm like, dang it. And if I only would have had that, okay? All right. That takes me to number 3. I did have this. I had some hats. I always thought, don't get the shirts and hats till later. You got to do the unsexy stuff like business cards. I disagree. Get shirts or hats if you want. 1, it makes you proud. It makes it feel like your company is real. 2, they're not that dang expensive. 3, wear the crap out of them every time you're working. It shows people you're professional, shows people you have an established brand, and if people are able to look and see your A-frame with your brand logo on it, see your shirt with your brand logo on it, they know you the man, okay? It does work. It works wonders, especially in yourself. People underestimate how much it changes how you carry yourself when you're wearing your own brand. It makes your shoulders go back a little. It makes you stand a little taller. It makes you eye people and, hey, meet people and actually pitch, okay? It's great. I've never, ever regretted t-shirts or hats, and I don't know anyone who has. Okay, bonus. I hate business cards, and I'm going to explain why here. My first thought, day 1, right when I started my business, I was like, we need business cards. I want t-shirts, but those are the sexy things we'll get later on. You need to start with the fundamentals. Business cards. Oh, I could not tell you how much I wish I could go smack me upside the head and say you're about to waste so much money, time, and resources being an idiot. Let me explain why. First of all, let's say someone comes up to you. Let's say your A-frame and your shirts work, and they ask, hey, do you have a card? Do you have a business card? Okay. I had many people ask me that. Yes, I got it for you. Here you go. Okay. Now that that exchange has occurred, what happens now? That's what I thought. See, this is where it's a problem. Who has whose contact? They have your contact. Uh-oh, you're giving them the power. Who are you relying on for the next step? You're relying on them to reach out. I'm writing next to these. These all suck because they all suck. It's like total opposite of anything business related that you will ever be taught, and yet somehow people still use business cards. It makes no sense to me. And you have to spend money for it. So what you're saying is, I don't care enough to be the one to take responsibility in the matter and actually get you booked. So I'm going to pay money to make sure you go away and we never interact again. That's a business card in my mind. Now, I need to clarify. Until you are an established brand, a large brand, then it's different. Then a business card is great. Why? Business card shows you're professional, and at that point, you can actually afford to lose a lot of opportunities because you've already got leads coming in. And so it might not be worth all the effort and attention for your employees to chase down everyone that's interested, right? Because that could waste a lot of time. Anyone who asks about the company, chasing them down and trying to figure out the lead. Once you're at the point where that doesn't matter anymore, then get business cards and make them absolutely beautiful. And it's a great way. Anyone asks, boom, done. If they're really interested, they'll reach out. Otherwise, it's gone. Until then, which you are not there now, you need to maximize every lead. Until then, they suck. Here's my strategy. Hey, do you have a card? No, sir, actually I don't. But let me get your number right when I'm done with this job. We're gonna be wrapping in a few hours. I'm gonna send you over all the information, okay? Some people will say no. They'll say, it's okay. And if you're afraid of that happening, it will. But it will happen way rarer than you think. And the people it happens with, we're never gonna book with you anyways. They were either asking for a card to be nice, or it's like a woman when she says, I want fries. And you're like, okay, we can stop. Nah, that's what they meant, okay? Anyone who actually wants your services will say, absolutely. And then here's what you do. You pull out your phone, you say, awesome. Here, can you just put it in? Why? You're trying to get as much information as possible. If you're putting in the contact, you are going to be asking, what's your name? What's your number? All these things, right? Well, you're gonna ask for as little as possible. If you hand it to them, they're just gonna see all the fields and fill them out, right? So again, you're just trying to think, how do I leverage this situation? Okay, if you do that, no sir, I'm sorry, we don't have business cards. Let me get your number though real quick. I'll reach out when we're done with this job and we will send you all the information. Okay, you now leave that situation. You have their contact. You have their contact. Did I just hear someone acquired a lead? You are responsible for reaching out. Who do you think is going to be more likely to reach out? You, who's spending your whole life trying to get the lead, or them, who has a very busy life and needs to remember, oh yeah, I should spend money with that guy. It's a duh. It's free. You are saving money to be the one to take on the responsibility and get it done, son. Okay, you can tell I hate business cards. I think they have cost me thousands of dollars in jobs where I had really, really, really good level clients come up to me. Rich guys with car barns. Do you have a business card? They were so happy, but these guys are busy individuals. I hand them that card, never heard from them again. There's no way for me to reach out. There's no way for me to remind them. I guarantee you if I could have reminded them, they would have been like, oh, that's absolutely right. Let's get you in here. They forgot. Then when they finally do remember, what do you think happens? Let me search through all of my 15 cars to figure out where I set that one business card so I can track down that specific guy I had a conversation with 5 months ago? Or let me just look up on my phone in 2 seconds and find the absolute best detailer in the entire area, which is why Google My Business matters. But, other than that, business cards suck. Okay, the only last thing I'm gonna say is bonus. Don't underestimate the power of freaking talking to people. Talk to people. It's not that hard. When I first started, I was very nervous. It was my baby. It was very close to my heart, and it was scary to talk to people about it. It was scary to put out a sign. It was scary to advertise. It was scary to talk to people, to tell people what I was doing, anything. I think I was afraid of criticism. I think I was struggling with even believing in my own abilities. I felt like I was gonna fail. I felt like the more people that knew about it, the bigger I would fail. All these things. Get over yourself. Get over it. Talk to people. It's only by talking to people that you will be able to have their help. And it's only by talking to people, working with people, doing things with people that you will ever be in business. And I understand if that's hard. I totally get it. If it's hard, that's a great time to push yourself. Set a goal that's realistic to get you a little bit closer to that. Then get a little closer. Eventually, you just won't care. Okay? You just won't care. Don't underestimate the power of talking to people. Okay? All it takes sometimes is talking to one person. I'll give you an example. A detailer I know. He was talking to someone who had an R8, who was like, yeah, I need a detail that I usually wash it, but it's in the shop right now. When it gets out, it's gonna be nasty. I don't wanna deal with it. I'm curious to see what you can do. Okay, this detailer talking to his friend about that. Then someone sitting next to them was like, wait a second, you detail? Oh, I've got a couple car barns. I need a new detailer. Come on out. That's how it works, okay? I'm making this a big deal because it is, okay? Talk to people, talk to people, talk to people. You will, at very minimum, learn more about other people. At very minimum, they will learn more about you. That's building connection, even if it doesn't lead to business. It's always going to be a win, okay? If there are certain dreams that you are very afraid of judgment on, you don't have to be telling people everything. Some things you just need to keep to your darn self, and that's fine. But what I mean is, the idea that you're in business at all, talk to people, right? So the balance is, I'm not saying if you have some big dream, you need to tell everyone because they might trample all over it and not understand it. But if you own a detailing company, talk to people. What do you do? Oh, I own a detailing company. Or ask your friends, hey, you wouldn't happen to know anyone that's really into cars, do you? Those sort of things. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying spill your guts to everyone. I agree. Certain things need to be kept in private. But overall, never underestimate the power of talking to people. Okay, that's it. Focus on Google My Business, A-frame, t-shirts, and hats. They will not disappoint. I hate business cards. Hopefully you do too. Use my strategy. Talk to people. You will have a hard time if you follow all of my other steps running out of clients because it just works. Let's move on to first reviews.